Hi, I'm EJWenstrom. I'm the author of the award-winning Chronicles of the Third Realm War series. Let's see if I can get these up here in a way that's actually visible. There we go. And I'm going to talk to you today about difficult characters because that's something that I always love to see in a story, and they're front and center in my own writing almost all of the time. When you're reading Mud, the first book in my series, or any of the rest of them, you will find a lot of difficult characters throughout it, and they're the main characters for sure in every single one of them. I guess I'm a little bit contrarian. I always find those traditional heroes who are always sure to do the right thing a little bit boring, a little bit predictable. So I love to write those unlikable characters, but if you're going to write an unlikable character, you have to be careful because readers like to like their characters that they're rooting for. And so in my experience, it comes down to three things if you're writing unlikable characters. The first one is that your character has to have a redeemable quality. So think about a character who is maybe not your traditional classic hero, not your do-gooder. What makes you like that character? They're usually a lot of fun to watch, right? So what makes them so much fun? They're usually either incredibly smart or witty, or they're unrelenting in something that they really believe in. So think about Elphaba from The Wizard of Oz in the rewrite on her. Or think about Han Solo, who is such a rogue, but he always ends up coming through in the end despite his own better judgment. Think about Dr. House from the TV series, who has such a razor sharp wit. It is so cutting to the people around him. And so you'd never want to be one of his friends, but it's a lot of fun to watch him do it to someone else. So these are characters that we don't necessarily want to be like. They're not characters we necessarily want to be around, but they're still a lot of fun. And so that's one really important factor if you're going to create an unlikable character. The second important quality if you're going to create an unlikable character is that they have to believe in what they're doing. There's always some sort of code to a character. Walking around in the world, we may disagree with each other or the judgment calls that we're making, but internally, there's reasons we make those decisions. So we've got our own sets of rules and values that are guiding us, even if they're different from someone else's. And that's incredibly important to instill in any of your characters too. You have to know what they believe in, what they're willing to give for it. Even if that code is not something that we would consider morally right in our own lives, having a character who is something they're willing to stand for on their own makes them a lot more relatable and a lot more rootable for a reader. And finally, if you're going to create an unlikable character at the core of your story, you've got to let them show a little vulnerability. And this is one of those key human elements that lets us connect to any character in a story. It reminds us that no matter how big or bad or powerful a character is, they're still a human. And when we can see that humanity in another character, we're a lot more likely to be able to root for them. Even if we disagree with them, we still want good things for them, or at least we don't want something terrible to happen to them. We care about what happens next. So those are my 3 tips for creating an unlikable character. And if you're a reader, I hope that you agree. Let me know in the comments or send me an email at ejwenstrom@gmail.com and let me know how it goes. And if you like those tips, or if you enjoy an unlikable character yourself, consider checking out my series, The Chronicles of the Third Realm Wars. It starts with number 1, Mud. Or if you go to my website, EJWenstrom.com, and you sign up for my newsletter, I will send you a digital download of the prequel novella, Rain, for free. So check it out. I hope you enjoy. And don't be afraid to revel in some of those unlikable characters.